What's going on? What's goody? What's goody? It's the homie, man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. You did. You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure, as always, to be up in here on YouTube with the boxing fam to talk about boxing. Let me just take a second to check out the audio, make sure everything line up, and then we can get this thing cracking. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I guess that'll do for right now. It looked like, man, YouTube is kinda, or at least I'm having some little issues over here on my end. So hopefully this stream doesn't have too many interruptions, if any interruptions. And we're gonna try to keep on rolling on through, man. Hopefully y'all hear me out there, man. Real talk, because I'm having some funny stuff going on my end, as far as my screen and what I'm seeing. I don't know what's going on with the chat, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I see the homie brother Reality in the building, though. What's up with you, fam? But we're going to keep on rolling anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, if y'all hear me, let me know. Hit the like button as you come on up in this joint. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Hit the like button if this is the first time you see me, whether you fam or stopping on through. You know, hit that like button for the homie, man. It's a Wednesday night. We halfway through the week. Y'all know what that means. That means this our time. That means you're going to tell that supervisor in a couple days that it's the weekend. So don't call my phone. We almost there. You know what I'm saying? We almost there. But we're going to talk some boxing, man, for all my late hairs. That's up, man. Know we on here late tonight, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully everything cool. I'm going to try to do I'm going to refresh the page on this chat because I can't see what's going on, man. I'm just hopefully this will help it out. I think they got stuck on me or something, man. But yeah, man, we're gonna keep on rolling, man. There's some things that's been going down and transpired in boxing. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay, now that I done reloaded things are much better. Much better. Now I think we back on track now. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, yeah, man. Some things has been going down in the sport of boxing, though, man. We need to talk about it. Some breaking news. You see, I've been releasing vids all day, man. Y'all been seeing me drop the vids. Just hit the like button for me if you've been peeping the vids out today, though. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. But some breaking news that happened is not tonight, and this happened basically after the time where I was releasing videos, and I figured I'd talk about it tonight. And that's this whole thing with Canelo Alvarez, man. We got to get to the bottom of this, man. Like, for real, what is going on? This dude gets upgraded to WBC franchise champion. What the hell is that? The franchise champion. Canelo Alvarez, the man who just recently messed up in the WBC Clean Boxer program, is now the WBC franchise champion. That is a new one for me right there, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the thing is with this franchise champion, it's almost a protection belt because basically this by him being a franchise champion, he now does not have a mandatory. It's almost similar to the WBA Super Championship. If he does have some sort of mandatory challenger, it'll be at the discretion of the WBC, basically shielding him away from Jamal Charlo. Now, Jamal Charlo being stepped up the full-fledged WBC champion, basically receiving a championship belt that he didn't earn inside the ring. This shit is all jacked up. It's stupid. This is the dumbest thing I ever seen in my life. The WBC, I mean, they done some things, man. But this takes the cake. This takes the cake. I mean, literally protecting Canelo Alvarez by creating a belt and thin air. Like, for real, the franchise belt. And then get this. This is how stupid this whole situation is. They saying if the WBC franchise champion, which is Canelo, if he defends this belt against somebody, they then will input the WBC Silver Championship into that particular fight. So if the guy beats Canelo, he doesn't become the WBC franchise champion. He becomes the WBC mandatory, and he'll have the silver title. So by beating the franchise champion, you get a chance to fight the lower champion. How stupid is that sound? Bro, this is protection at its finest. I don't care what nobody say. This is as blatant as it gets. I mean, this is as blatant as it gets. They couldn't come up with any other solution, the WBC, on what to do with Jamal Charlo. They couldn't come up with nothing else. They just had to find a way to take Canelo Alvarez out of the equation or to shield him in the equation one way or another. And this is what they do. This is what they do. This is crazy. Look, man, this is crazy to me, man. I don't get it. I don't understand how you shield Canelo Alvarez. Like, I mean, the franchise champion, no mandatory, fight with who he want, whenever he want. This is Slim. This is crazy. I mean, look, man. I know they cater to the Mexican world, but this is just blatant disrespect of belts. It makes no sense. I mean, so is he the WBC champion or is he ain't? Is Jamal Charlo the WBC champion? Is he ain't? He got a mandatory. Canelo don't. This shit is retarded, man. The WBC and the WBA, they are all in the business of creating all of these belts for sanctioning fees. I'm sure Canelo gonna be paying the sanctioning fee. My question is, when he fights and that silver championship belt is involved in the fight, does they gotta pay 2 sanctioning fees? I wonder that. You know what I mean? But anyway, looking at the article that they had about this on Boxing Scene earlier, man, they had a lot. I seen some of the stipulations that come with it, and the main ones that you really want to know is basically he don't got a mandatory. He won't be forced to fight Jamal Charlo, and he can do what he wants. It's at the WBC's discretion. They claim, they got to get approval through the WBC on whoever he fights. Yeah, whatever. Man, I don't know, man. This is crazy, man. They are feasting off Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, they got you, man. Canelo Alvarez, they got you, bro. Like, I don't understand this, man. I ain't never seen that. How could you even be happy in this if you're either Canelo or Jamal Charlo? I seen he talking about he ain't tripping about the situation. But how could you be cool about this? You Jamal Charlo got a belt that you ain't win inside the ring at all. I understand you was done wrong. I don't say the WBC did Jamal Charlo totally wrong. But yo, you ain't beat nobody. You ain't beat nobody in the ring for the belt. So you gotta feel some type of way about this. And then on top of that, Canelo getting blessed like this. They talking about, we giving this for all of his accomplishments and all of this good stuff. They say that as the reason why they give out this franchise belt. This dude just felt the drug test. He just felt the drug test not even a year ago. Just got off suspension. And now you want to bless him with the franchise championship belt? This is backwards. This is backwards. It's a popularity contest. They know that Canelo Alvarez, who's the cash cow in boxing right now, is going to generate the highest sanctioning fee for them. And it's as simple as that. And they're protecting him. They're keeping Jamal Charlo off his ass. Simple as that. They can't come up with no excuses. They couldn't make Gennady Golovkin fight Jamal Charlo. That was stupid as it was in that situation where Triple G lost to Canelo Alvarez, but he was mandated to face Jamal Charlo, who was already should have been a mandatory. Like that was a stupid setup right there. That was stupid. All of this maneuvering and moving around the people, just to now creating belts in thin air, all this to protect Canelo Alvarez. And it's like, yo, you want to root for Canelo, Joe, because you be trying to root because you be like, damn, he a good fighter to watch. You love to see him in the ring and you see his style. It's good to see Canelo fight, right? But then when you see all the hookups, when you see all the corners that got cut for him in a lot of situations, in a lot of cases, a lot of situations, judges and looking the other way, blind judges, all the hookups that Canelo didn't got. And then on top of that, they creating belts in thin air and protecting them from his mandatories. And then saying the reason that they're doing it is because, he's just accomplished, he's done so much for the sport and blah, blah, blah. Man, he just got off suspension, cuz. He just got off suspension. What is Mauricio Suleiman talking about, man? What is he talking about? Boxing Comment says, "Sup, man. What's up with you? Yo, I know why both are happy. Both are cleared by VADA without losing rank after failing to comply. Remember, Charlo skipped testing and missed 3 months. Man, that situation though I hear what you're saying with the drug testing, whatever, but that can't still be no situation. That don't have nothing to do with their belts though, man. Like these creating belts, nah, man. Nah, man. This is just a hookup. This is just protection. That's all this is, bro. This is protection at its finest. That's simple as that. They talking about this dude going to face Kovalev and going to face this Callum Smith, this dude, that dude. He going to face everybody all around it. Triple G. Ain't no telling what Canelo might do. And the WBC want to make sure that whatever Canelo decides, they on board with it. And they don't want to lock Canelo in no type of situation where he can't move. They don't want to lock Canelo in any sort of situation where he got to face Jamal Charlo. They want to put him in a situation where, like, whatever you want to do, Canelo, we down for it. You want to go up and wait? Hey, bro, we'll create a belt to take it up there with you. We'll call it the Canelo Diamond Uco's belt, clenbuterol belt. It's gonna be beautiful. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, he is now the franchise champion. The franchise champion, whatever that means. I don't know. And here's the crazy part: if the franchise champion retires while he's still the franchise champion, then he instantly becomes the WBC champion emeritus. Now, we've all heard about the mythical WBC champion emeritus. Let's not forget about the mythical position of being the WBC champion emeritus. Or is it emeritus? Whatever. You did. Don't forget about that spot. And that basically means that if you retire, no matter how gone you are from the sport of boxing, the day you come back, you can always come back and fight for the WBC title. We don't know which one, whether it's going to be the franchise or the regular. I don't know. Y'all tell me. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. I ain't never heard nothing like this in my life. Let's see what y'all talking about, man. Fuller Sports. What's up with you, Fuller? What's up with you? Canelo wanted the Charlo smoke. The question remains, do he want the Andre work? Good question. Good question. That's just one of the many options that Canelo got, right? Canelo can do what the hell Canelo want to do. This is what happens when you the cash cow of boxing. Canelo can go up and weight. He got the WBA regular title up at 168 pounds. He can go and defend that and go after Callum Smith, who will welcome that fight. Easy fight to make. He can go on over to what they talking Kovalev now. I guess Kovalev is welcoming him in the fight. I don't see it getting done politically, but whatever. I don't know, man. They just cannot. I think I would if look, he says he want Gennady Golovkin to go after that Andre belt. So I think honestly, I would rather see Gennady Golovkin go after that belt. And I know I don't want to seem like a protected Canelo because anything like that, because I'm not. But I do agree with Canelo is saying when he tells Gennady Golovkin to go and get the belt, and then we can meet up. I mean, so that's a tough one. I mean, if the Andre fight happened, I don't think I'd be opposed to it. But I truly want to see Gennady Golovkin get it. Try to get it. Do something to try to make an attempt to get it and not get protected. You did for the Steve Rose of the world. You did. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that one, man. But I'll support it if it happens. Trust and believe. I'll support it if it happens, man. Box comment says WBC protecting the biggest fights in their ranks. Charlo versus GGG versus Canelo, top 3. And none of those is Canelo and Triple G. Okay, we seen it. All right, we seen it. I want Gennady Golovkin to earn position back. Charlo, man, the Charlo fight was right there. Charlo been right there. But this, and then that's why I don't understand. Charlo should be sitting back, making it be known. If he gonna accept this belt, make it crystal clear known that, look, I'm accepting the belt because it fell in my lap. Don't think that I'm running around proclaiming myself to be XYZ. It fell in my lap, and I'm gonna take it. Because of, I guess what come. Be honest about, but don't act like you fought somebody for the belt. Especially coming off the core ball performance. So, I mean, I don't know, man. This belt just all types of wrong, man, with politics and boxing, with money and boxing, with greed. This belt right here, this franchise WBC belt is all as what's wrong in the sport of boxing. The WBC, man, is leading the charge now with this stuff, man. And that's how I be telling y'all, the WBC is slick, man. They real slick. And then the crazy part is how they got a lot of people thinking they this, that, and the third because of the WBC Clean Boxer program. And man, WBC ain't nothing but the biggest crooks on the planet. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Mauricio Suleiman is Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Y'all think his father was a shot? Hey, Mauricio shot. I see what Mauricio be doing. I see what he got going with the W. There's a lot of things on this YouTube I'm not trying to go into. There's a man, bruh, boxing, it's so full of so many shocks. And these sanctioning bodies, man, they are just flooded with these shocks. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. And this is should be plain and simple for you right here. What's going on with this situation? Plain and simple. Plain. It was already bad enough when Canelo first came back off suspension, and they try to put a special made belt. How did the WBC look putting a specially made together newly belt that they made? I forgot what they named that one. And he just coming off suspension. Y'all was so pressed, so desperate to get next to Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? The cash cow of boxing, because he Mexican or whatever the case is. Y'all was so pressed to get next to him that y'all created a special belt right after he got off suspension. Man, it's for PEDs. Yo, man, this boxing game funny sometimes, man. That's funny. Fool of Sports says they created a belt for Canelo all day. George Costanza, what's up with you? Who is slicker, Canelo or Suleiman? That's a good question. Canelo, we see him as the pawn and all of this, and I think it's Suleiman, man. I think Suleiman. I gotta go with Suleiman because it's like they kept this ace card in the back pocket for whenever the pressure got too much and they couldn't find a different resolution. Triple G ain't cooperating. He ain't trying to fight Charlo. So it's an ace card in the back pocket. What they had is this franchise belt. You did. That's what they kept in the back pocket. Oh, we're gonna have to play this card. We're gonna bury this deep into the regulation somewhere. It's gonna be Rule 16, Article 19, Chapter 5, Verse 3, Section 4. You're gonna have to find it deep. You be like, you ain't never, anybody who read it probably never even seen it. And now they pull out of the regulations on your ass the franchise belt. Man, it's crazy, cuz. So that's the deal, man. Canelo Alvarez is now well protected, well connected with the WBC, where basically he is now protected from a mandatory. Jamal Charlo will not be getting a chance at Canelo Alvarez anytime soon. He has been happy. You know, they gave him his little slice of the pie. They gave him a WBC tainted belt at this point because, in my opinion, I would say it was vacated. I mean, he didn't beat nobody for it, man. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't nobody trying to come against Jamal with it because I've been wanting Jamal to get his shot. But at the end of the day, Jamal ain't beat nobody for this belt. He's inheriting a belt. A lot of fighters have done it. Keith Thurman done it, right? Didn't he inherit that WBA super? Like, so it's just, man, all of these belts, it's just confusing, and it's what's wrong with the sport of boxing, and it's never good. You know what I'm saying? So that's the issue with Canelo Alvarez getting a WBC upgrade. Let me see what y'all talking about. Boxing Comment says all sanctioning bodies play the same game equals dollar signs. I agree. Brother Reality says WBC means World Boxing Cartel all day. I mean, I'm telling you, man. And it's crazy because, like I told y'all, man, about the WBC Clean Boxer program, man, they use that to pump money on the low. Man, they use that to pump money. Y'all better get hip, man, see what's going on with this thing. When these boxers get fined and penalized, they get fined and penalized heavy. And guess what? The WBC absorbs that money. And they take that money. They don't break that money down with VADA. They don't break that money down with Margaret Goodman. Ask Margaret Goodman over in VADA. They ain't breaking that money down. I'm gonna keep it right there for now. But I'm telling you, it gets deeper. Hey, WBC is I'm telling you, man, they generate so much money, man, so many different ways, man, with all these belts. And bro, the WBA following right in their footsteps with it. That's the crazy part about it. You know what I mean? That's the crazy part about it. George Costanza says WBC tank top for regular champ. Man, I don't get it, bro. And why Jefferson, they didn't even protect Floyd like this. Nah, man. Floyd ain't even get this type of gold standard protection. Like Floyd always at least had the WBC regular, the one we always known about, the regular championship belt. And he used the rules to that particular title to his advantage. But they didn't create a belt. They didn't create a belt that didn't have a mandatory. I mean, sheesh. I mean, you're creating a belt that don't have a mandatory, literally, and basically gives Canelo free run or free reign. So now my thing is, okay, Canelo now, okay, that settles the WBC. He also has what? He has the WBC. He has the what? IBF, the WBA, right? The WBA gonna basically probably fall right in line with the WBC. They ain't gonna pressure Canelo. He the super champ. He don't got a mandatory, whatever. You know what I mean? They gonna do something similar, same thing. The IBF, I seen somebody put it in the comments earlier. Who said it? I think somebody said the IBF was pretty much it. Oh, LeBron just said it. What's up with you? IBF is now the most respected belt out there. Well, I hope that's the only one that's going to see if they're going to hold Canelo Alvarez to a mandatory. Other than that, hey, Canelo gonna have to make a move. I don't know, but it ain't gonna be Jamal Charlo because he already has the WBC regular belt, and he don't have to fight him. Shit, stupid, bro. Moving right along, man. We're gonna go to the next issue, man. As for the next issue, this is an issue that I missed earlier during the week, man. I think it came out a day or two ago, but I didn't get a chance to really talk on this, man. And that's these new numbers that has came out from the Nevada State Athletic Commission talking about the attendance of the Tyson Fury fight. Now, what makes this shit so interesting is that they initially reported Tyson Fury numbers to be at about what 9,000 sales over there. They sold about 9,000 ticket sales. Well, shit, man, they ain't even barely get that. They got nowhere. They told, according to the Nevada State Athletic Commission numbers, they literally have only got out about 5,489 tickets. They only had 5,489 ticket sales for a total of 6,500 people there, but 1,100 of those were complimentary tickets, comp tickets. Y'all know what them about. I get those all the time. I'm a big high frequency at casinos. So they send me comp tickets, hookups all the time like that for people I don't even know, honestly. So 1,100 of those people probably had no idea who Tyson Fury was because all the comp tickets that I get them to people I never even heard of. They be like stand-up comedians, magicians, singers, who knows? Just like, hey, just come on down. We'll give you a free show. Sometimes they be boxing matches. I've gotten sporting events, the whole nine. So 1,100 of them people didn't even know Tyson Fury. So 489 actual ticket sales. And Tyson Fury think he's some sort of star. I know ESPN got to be sitting back like, what? This is the big star? This is the big Gypsy King? He puts 5,000 people in a venue that holds 17,000 people? For real? This is the big debut. It seems to me that the two big UK heavyweights that's supposed to have been flooding into America both had big flops. They both did. I mean, the title, I'm saying Tyson Fury had a big flop, but of course Joshua had a historic big flop. His is in the history books. So they both flop. Tyson Fury running around throwing it out there that Deontay Wilder ain't this and he ain't popular. Who the hell ya? Who the hell ya? Who the hell ya? All that shit. And you only moved 5,000 units? You only sold 5,000 tickets in the 17,000 in Vegas? In Vegas. Bro, my deal is the way Tyson Fury was talking, right? I don't understand. People may say, well, man, he didn't have a dance partner. Look who he was fighting. He was fighting Tom Schwartz, the man with the same name as a clock. All right, cool. But my deal is if he is this big star, as he was portraying himself to be, and as ESPN or Bob Arum was running around telling everybody they can make him into or he is or whatever they thought his big jolly ass was. Well, I mean, even if you are at that statue, you will still command more than 5,000 people, cuzzo. 5,000 people? Mo, I could promote an event and put 5,000 people in somewhere, man. I'm trying to tell you I could. Man, I got homies in the city that can do that. Man, we should have had Tyson Fury. Man, I wish I had some people number, man. I call up Fury people. Look, if it's y'all cool with 5,000 people in the venue, then cool, holler at the homie, man. I could do that. 5,000 people, son? Like, for real. And y'all got the nerve to talk about Deontay Wilder. And then when we look at the pay-per-view numbers that came in for Deontay Wilder and Fury, what they say, 300,000, 300-something thousand? So are we attributing those numbers to Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury for real now? When Tyson Fury can't even only putting 5,000 people in the venue in Vegas. So who we giving those numbers to on the real? Who really is more popular? Because I don't remember the last time that Deontay Wilder fought in front of 5,000 people. 5,000 people. Deontay Wilder can go over to the UK. He can go over to the UK right now and put it in fight, I don't know, anybody I put him in there with, and he'll draw more than 5,000 people in the UK. I see that. I can see that. And Tyson Fury, yo, he the star though. He the star. He running around looking like the Riddler, looking with all the different color outfits on. Looking, he should be in a Starburst commercial or something. Like, he did all of this stuff, coming out with the Apollo Creed stuff, but the shit was a flop. It was a flizzop. He flopped hard. I mean, flopped. How? What are you going to do? ESPN has given this, talking about giving this man $100 million. $100 million. Where you going to recoup this money at? They say the gate of this Tom Schwartz fight only made $882,000. It didn't even make $1 million at the gate. It didn't even make $1 million. And I'm sure if this wasn't on as big of a platform as ESPN, it probably wouldn't even got this much recognition, right? All roads lead to Wilder at the end of the day. And that's what I keep trying to tell everybody, man. The man gonna have to justify. $100 million is not a little bit of money. If allegedly he getting that amount of money, however he getting it, whether it's per fight, none of that, I'm sure nowhere near $100 million is guaranteed. Whatever. But however he getting this money, at the end of the day, he gonna have to justify it. And 5,000 people in the venue ain't justified. Yet, you know, and I hear the criticism out there. People saying that, yo, but they want to treat Terrence Crawford some type of way. They don't want to get Terrence Crawford that A-side slap like that, though. With his Terrence Crawford's $100 million deal. You telling me Terrence Crawford couldn't have packed more than 5,000 people up in Vegas? You telling me? Is that what you telling me? But Tyson Fury, the one that gets the big supposed $100 million deal, right? How does he get the $100 million deal? And Terrence Crawford, 5,000 people, though, seriously. And then aside from the Deontay Wilder fight, numbers-wise, what has been astronomical about Tyson Fury? The Klitschko fight, right? The Klitschko and the Wilder fights. That's it. Nothing other than that. It's been all clown fights and hoax fights and puff, be gone fights. Like no one cares. No one's talking about it. No one ever mention it again. You're just a bored individual if you're sitting back watching them right now. But at the end of the day, man, like I said before, man, whatever. ESPN, if y'all got money to burn, it is what it is. I'm just saying these ends don't look like they justify any sort of means whatsoever. You couldn't. They try to lie and say he sold 9,000 at the jump, right? 9,000, bro. You ain't even barely cover half of that. Like that's terrible. And you the star, you the gypsy star, man. Oh man, you got two promoters. You got Frank Warren and Bob Arum, and the best that both of them can do, the dynamic duo of Frank Warren and Bob Arum, the best that they can do is move 5,000 tickets in the big American debut. See what I'm saying? If he just kept his jolly ass and fought the Wilder rematch, man, at this point, they're going to be begging Wilder. Wilder's now going to really come out on top because if Wilder goes in here, looks decent against Luis Ortiz, gets a stoppage, looks impressive, whatever the case may be, do another viral, whatever, video, whatever, you know what I'm saying? If he go in there and he does something like this, numbers come out solid, man. Tyson Fury, man, you had your opportunity at 50-50, bro. I don't know. But when I don't know. I hope Wilder don't start that. I hope it's just a simple thing, however it go. But at the end of the day, you can't be running around with that same buildup of who are you? No one knows Wilder. All of this. Dog, ain't nobody even talking about that Apollo Creed interest no more. It's done. It was a moment type thing. No one even cares about it no more. No one's talking about it whatsoever. Who cares? You did Apollo Creed, whatever. Does anybody talk about when he dressed up in the Batman suit? I ain't heard nobody talk about that recently. So it is what it is. Tyson Fury flops hard in its American debut. Anthony Joshua flops hard in his American debut. They are both the Flop brothers. They are flipping and flopping all over America. They supposed to be these big old monumental heavyweights to come over here and transform the sport of boxing as we know it. And they both came over here and they flopped. They are the Flop brothers. They are flopping. They are flopping. Flop their ass back to the UK. You know, because this is Wilder country. That's just as plain as that. This is Wilder country, and they are the Flop brothers. And right now, the Flop brothers are stinking up the place when it comes to American heavyweight boxing. Real talk. What y'all talking about, man? Let's see. Boxing Comment says Tyson versus that Coro guy was missing the casual investor. That was all the diehard boxing fans buying tickets. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Those 5,000 people, trust and believe, they was diehard fans. They had nothing else better to do. They were diehard Tyson Fury fans. Those 5,000 people are people with posters of Tyson Fury on his wall. You know what I'm saying? Like they love themselves some Gypsy King. They probably all are gypsies. I don't know. You know, I don't know. They found 5,000 people who was willing to invest in this. It's more power to them, man. They had to be diehards, though, without a doubt. Without a doubt. George Costanza says, man, please understand he's a gypsy, master of the sleight of hand. Is that what that is? Oh, okay. Sleight of hand. Well, his sleight of hand need to get a new sleight of suit. You dig? Walking around here looking like a walking, talking double mint commercial or something. That ain't where it's at, homie. Real talk. Brother Reality says Wilder is the truth. Bottom line. And that's what I tell everybody. All roads lead to Wilder. Now, Tyson Fury. It's the only way you're going to. They talking about his next fight, though. Hold on. They saying his next fight, they try and get Jarrell the Mutant Miller back into the ring because his next fight supposedly be in New York, and he's trying to fight in Madison Square Garden. So he needs a New York-friendly fighter. He's talking even Adam Kaunaki. He's even trying to get, of course, Andy Ruiz. But, man, at the end of the day, all of these fights got to go through Heyman. You dig? And if you want Kaunaki, they got to go through Al Heyman. If you want what Jarrell Miller does it, you don't have to go through Al Heyman. And I can see Jarrell Miller taking that fight, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I just Jarrell Miller right now, just to me coming back to the sport just too soon, just to see his face around boxing right now. Just still ain't got over it yet. I'm sorry, I ain't got over it yet. It's hard for me to still at this moment still talk about Jarrell the Mutant Miller, and I don't know what's up with that. But it's still at this point, and I know. You gotta be fair. There's a lot of boxers that have served 6 months suspensions, man. You gotta get over it without. But at the end of the day, right here with Jarrell Miller, it's still hard for me to speak on him in a way. It's hard for me to speak on him around in boxing terms. You know what I mean? I still struggle with that at times. But at the end of the day, Tyson Fury talking about fighting this cat. I guess as far as from a fight, I don't know, man. I don't know. The Flop brother versus the Mutant. I don't know. They gotta suck me into this fight. They gotta make me want to see this fight. If they're gonna make it happen, they gotta talk it up. They gotta get me wanting to really see it. Right now, all I see is a Flop brother and a Mutant. And at the end of the day, all roads lead to Wilder, and 5,000 people prove that. And that's what I will say about that. You did. And while Jefferson says Bob is doing turns the same way that he did Floyd. Yeah, and that's crazy, man. And yo, man, Terrence Crawford, pound for pound #1 fighter, has earning potential, has mega earning potential, like right in front of him with Earl Spence Jr. and the other welterweights at the division. The welterweight division is on fire right now. I mean, ESPN got them a certified fighter in Terrence Bud Crawford, who definitely got a chance of beating a lot of these dudes. Why they ain't invested in them as heavy as they trying to give Tyson Fury the money? This is why Fury got to be lying, man. I mean, I'm sorry. I understand what he's saying, and I don't want to get too much into it, but it's no way, man. It's no way. I don't see it, man. How can you tell me that ESPN just got money to burn like that? Like, how they got money to burn and just give them $100 million, and the man is putting 5,000 people in a venue that's supposed to hold up to 17,000 people? That don't add up to me, Joe. It just don't add up at all. No matter how many ones you carry and fives you cross out. Word of the day says those gypsies sold me some fake gold at the grocery store. Hey, man. Hey, they do be having it. They need to keep that shit, man. Hey, you better watch them, bro. Better keep your eyes out for them, man. You know what I mean? They'll get your ass in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? all day. Brayon Thomas says, "What's up, chat? What's up, Brayon? What's up, family? What's going on?" Fred Thomas says, "Main man, made man, salute family, salute to you." Earl Spence going to zip Sean Porter up. Hashtag black bag, tote bag. It's yeah. Hey, yo, man, you see that video I did earlier about Earl, man? Earl looking big, bro. God damn, man. Earl up in this joint. Hey, he looking at he just making Sean Porter look just small in every way, like width, height, length, everything. To see them across from each other like that, Slim, that was a big reality check for. I mean, like I said, it's one thing to read the numbers and you see the numbers on paper and you say, "Oh, yeah, he's supposed to be a couple inches," but then when you see it, it's like shit. Yo, Sean, man, Sean got his hands full, bro. I ain't saying it's impossible, but he got his hands full. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, all that coming in with the like Sean like to do with his head down. If he exposed them ribs too much, man, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be brutal. But like I said before, we still have to have the question answered of does Sean have anything that can push Earl Spence Jr. back on the back foot and make him a different fighter? We seen he can fight off the back foot. Don't get me wrong. But with the pressure, the pressure of Sean Porter at that speed, at this level, we didn't see it. So let's see if he handles it though, man. It's gonna be a long night for Sean, man. Man, Earl looking. How does this dude be cutting his weight so fast, so close to the fight, man? It's beyond me, man. It's beyond me. It's beyond me. Lewis Coleman in the building. What's up, homie? What's up with you? Denise Wars. What's up with you? What's up, sweetie? Hey, she instantly, I repeat, instantly gets a blue suit. What's up, Denise? It is always good to see. That is my homie right there. Hey, yo, man, show much love to Denise Wards, man. She holds down the main man, made man boxing form. I appreciate all her support, everything she does for me, man. She rides hard with me, man. And that is fam right there. So you get instant blue suit status on this channel, Denise Wards, all day, all day. Yeah, Fred Thomas says at main man, made man, yes, sir. I did zip him up, Earl. Yeah, man. Yeah, look, man. It's gonna be tough for Sean, man. He got his hands full. Hands totally full, but I ain't saying he can't pull it out, man. I mean, of course, we don't want to look too much. You don't want to judge a book by its cover or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, Sean is going to have to be the best version of Sean Porter that we've ever seen, probably. You got to be better than that Ugas version. If he's going to be an outside boxer, he got to be able to have it down packed, man, because the length, the reach, and the ability of Earl Spence Jr. can pose problems in that area. And if he tries to get in close, he needs to be the best Sean Porter, right on the tip of his toes, man, getting in, doing this damage, and getting out of range, because Earl is a dynamic inside fighter too, and he got size. It's just a lot going on with that fight and the dynamics of that fight, and seeing them across from each other size-wise, I'm just like, man, Slim, it's going to be crazy. What's up, man? Renee Box Young in the building. What's up, fam? What's up with you? What's going on? How you feeling? All right, man. And the last thing that I want to talk about, last but not least, reading this article on with Freddie Roach, and Freddie Roach is out here basically saying that he is going to instruct Manny Pacquiao to jump right on Keith One-Time Thurman, just to jump right on and let him know, welcome back to the sport. Clearly, Freddie Roach is believing that Keith One-Time Thurman is a shadow somewhat of his former self, or at least he wants to test the notion to see if he is a shadow of his former self. And he's telling Pacquiao to jump right on him. And this is just real reminiscent of Pacquiao jumping up into something that he don't want to jump into. Now, I'm listening to Keith Thurman's interview, and Keith is saying the exact counterproductive thing. He's saying he's going to stand his ground, and Pacquiao is going to better expect some hard shots on the way in. Pacquiao has the uncanny ability to bounce in and bounce out, on the tip of his toes so fast. But I mean, he can bounce into something. And if we listen to the instruction of Freddie Roach to just jump in there and try to jump in on Keith early into that fight, Pacquiao better beware, man. Pacquiao better beware, Joe. See, hey, man, Freddie Roach sometimes, I don't understand Freddie Roach sometimes. It's like, yo, man, I know him and Pacquiao, they've been together a long time, but sometimes I be listening to the advice that Freddie Roach be giving Pacquiao, and I feel like it's kind of bad. You know what I mean? Yo, Pacquiao kicked him to the curb for a reason point in time. Let's not forget, man, these two of them party ways in the public. Freddie Roach came out right after that Jeff Horn fight. If I can recall, it was Freddie Roach running around to the cameras telling him, I think Manny Pacquiao should retire. He don't have this no more. He don't have that no more. He should go be a senator and all this other stuff. Freddie Roach has always been like, I don't know. It's like ever since the Mayweather fight. I don't know, man. You know, I've always joked and played around that these two are more business than actual family. And I don't know if I joke like that. I always call Freddie Roach the Hollywood trainer to Manny Pacquiao because I believe that Manny Pacquiao's true trainer is Boo Boy Fernandez. They do the dirty work over in the Philippines, and then it's Freddie Roach that comes on over for the cameras and make it look good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, maybe Freddie Roach sees it as a business thing himself. Because right after the Floyd fight, it's like, man, all the like really heavy chatting up that Freddie used to do for Manny, like kind of started to go down a little bit. Then they had their problems. Then Freddie got kicked out of the corner. And then it was like Manny built himself back up without Freddie. Because when he fought Lucas Matisse, there was no Freddie. Then when he fought Adrian Bronner, Freddie was second hand, right? Or something like that. Like, Freddie wasn't the head guy. So, you know, it's almost to me like now, oh, Manny is back on top and Manny is back in the fray. Here comes Freddie and giving him the worst advice in the world. Go in for the kill. Go in. Man, this man 40 years old. You telling him to jump on this young champion. You telling him to jump on him. Is it, you know, you really believe that Keith is, you saying, you going off one round. Josecito Lopez had one good round. You're supposed to be a world-class trainer, Freddie Roach. One round. You don't tell Manny Pacquiao to jump on Keith Thurman. This dude, he can punch. And he's, man, hey, I'm telling you, man, Pacquiao gonna end up jumping into something that he don't want to jump into, fucking with Freddie Roach. I thought Pacquiao looked good with Boo Boy Fernandez. When Boo Boy was in the corner, there was some chemistry there. There was some chemistry there. Even now, like when you look in the corners of Manny Pacquiao during his fights, Boo Boy and Freddie, they be over that. I mean, Boo Boy be talking over Freddie, and I don't know, man. I mean, it just don't seem right, man. Maybe I thought Pacquiao should have just kept rocking with Boo Boy, truth be told. I think it's bad advice by Freddie Roach to tell him to jump on Keith one time, Thurman, or whatever the case may be. Keith Thurman wasn't injured in the last fight. He survived to the final bell. He outboxed Josecito Lopez for 85% of the fight. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, man, this whole Keith Thurman looked bad in his last fight to me is a little overblown by a lot of boxing fans. I mean, it was 1 round, 2 rounds, man. I mean, off a dude that had a, damn it, 2-year layoff. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Fred Thomas is the joke coach Roach. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. Dundada says Pac-Man needs to be a boxer. Second half, a counterpuncher all day. I couldn't agree more. That's more better sound advice. Not jump in there, jump on them, and test them and jump into something. That don't make sense to me. Jump in there and jump into something. I'm telling you, man. Gary Benson in the super chat. Thank you, family. Much love to you, fam. Much love. Roach is probably saying that because he knows Manny's not being drug tested. I can't believe there isn't no real drug testing being done in this fight, in this bout. Yeah, you know, I heard about that, Gary. You know, I actually talked about that. And it's crazy with that situation right there to me because it's like the cover that they're going to try to use for that situation is still, it's like not even a satisfactory cover, at least not for me. Because the one thing that they're going to say is, well, man, they're already saying it. Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman both are enrolled in the WBC Clean Boxer program. And they're supposed to be enrolled in the WBA Fair Boxing program. But so that's the cover. And VADA institutes the drug testing in these particular drug testing programs. So that's their cover right there. Not to mention they're going to be tested by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, which basically is usually the norm in almost every fight. But whatever, that's something different. The thing is, though, they're going to use this as coverage. Oh, well, yeah, they enrolled in these drug tests, but you don't know if they being tested. It's random. They may or may not be tested. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way these testing programs are. They're terribly underfunded, and that's just the way it is. So these are going to be the cover that they'll use. They'll sit back and say, yeah, well, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I'm in the WBC Clean Boxer program. But yet Manny Pacquiao is spending most of his time in the Philippines. Like I said before, are the employees of the WBC Clean Boxer program, of VADA or whoever, are they going to the Philippines? Are they going to the Philippines? Manny Pacquiao, man, I ain't never heard. I mean, I'm just saying. Look, man, the programs, they're good. but they're a starter. They need improvements. They need better funding. And I will believe in them more once they get to that point. But this is going to be the cover that they use, Gary. And it's crazy, man. You know what I mean? And, like I say, man, I even put this up, man. Like Pacquiao, he fought for the WBO for a long time. You know what I mean? And we all know the WBO do not use VADA. And they've always been under the USADA guidelines and so on and so forth. So Pacquiao, I don't know, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Renee Box Young says, "Hey, may be a tactic, but they may be saying to the media a game plan. Then in the fight, bring a whole nother tactic to try and confuse Keith." Okay, well, maybe so. I can see that. I mean, play the public game, play the mental games or whatever. That's cool too, But at the end of the day, I hope that's what it is, because I think Keith Thurman will be prepared if Manny Pacquiao jumping in too much and trying to jump on him and overdo it like that. You know what I mean? Manny need to fill him out. Manny need to set up his shots properly, set up his angles that he like to come in as, set that straight left hand up as much as he can. Manny need to set up first. And don't be overzealous. Don't go in there listening to Freddie Roach, because Freddie Roach, who wants Manny to have the knockout so he can, I guess, make more money and lure Mayweather back. That's another reason Freddie could be hanging around, man, just to get the Mayweather, thinking that Manny gonna actually get that Mayweather rematch. Let me just hang around, make sure he don't get this first, and if he don't get this fight, then yeah, Manny, you should retire. I don't know, man. Something just, you don't see them in documentaries and boxing like hanging out and at each other's homes, and I don't know. It's all business between Manny and Freddie. It seems like, and maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just the way I view it. And Freddie, man, you got to get better advice than this, man. You got to get better advice than Manny than this. Come on, man. Gary Benson says, watch all the Monday morning quarterbacks come out if somebody gets hurt. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the first thing that they're going to bring up is drug testing. Oh, Vada should have been involved in this fight more. See, and that's why I say, Gary, man, hey, I love to see when these promoters or anybody for that matter go further and buy, pay for it out of their pockets, because it goes further in testing. It's much more frequent. They give you a certain point on how far out you got to start. It ain't no close-up type deal. Like I brought up earlier in the week, Julian J. Rock Williams, you know what I mean? He came out and said that, look, he ain't fighting nobody without at least a 90-day window for drug testing to stop. And he wants VADA. That's according to Julian J. Rock Williams. Anybody he fights has to start drug testing 90 days out. So you can't do that with these random programs. You can't do that with these, we may get them this month, we may not get them. We might get them for this fight, we might not get them. You can't do that with these type of, so you got to do it on your own merit and pay for it out of your pocket, So, and, at least in that way, maybe if you contract, I'm not sure how it works, but I could be wrong. If they contract Nevada directly, maybe they can circumvent the WBC in it. You know what I'm saying? Because then the WBC won't, I don't know. They can keep them out as far away as possible, man. Right now, the WBC is just straight up jokes right now, man. For real. What they did for Canelo Alvarez today, man, that just takes the cake right there, man. Lewis Coleman says, in my hood, it's a young cat who likes 6'2", 290, just a big, strong 26-year-old. A cat in his 40s wanted to play body shots. Now his ribs bruised. Manny better sit down. Yeah. Manny better sit down, man. Manny, we will see, man. A lot of people out there just rooting for Manny. Manny Nation is alive and turned for Manny. Every poll, shawty, everywhere you look, I'm seeing fighters. Eric Morales, I just read an article. Eric Morales talking about some Manny Pacquiao gonna beat Keith Thurman. Everybody's saying it. It's the popular thing to say. I can make 100 videos right now about, Keith Thurman will dominate. Manny Pacquiao will dominate Keith Thurman. The views would be crazy. I can, and you'll pick up a zillion. I'm telling you, all you newbies out there, do that. If that's what you want to do. Manny Pacquiao right now is a hot commodity. And that is the right thing to do. But I'm not jumping on that train. Y'all already know. I'm like, yo, man, I already see what's going to happen here. Keith one-time Thurman is about to retire this legend. I love Manny Pacquiao, what he's done for boxing, who he is. I will be thoroughly impressed and remember that fight forever if Manny Pacquiao gains that win. But I don't see it. No matter how I break it down in my mind, I don't see it. You're going to run into something. He's going to be outboxed. The good thing about Manny is that his fitness level is still at a high level where you don't see him really getting tired like that. You know what I mean? And he's still a dynamo when it comes to fitness. But I just don't see it. I just think reflexes are slowed down. Killer instinct is too low, and it's just not going to happen. Keith one-time Thurman. Everybody jokes about him, but at this, I mean, a 40-year-old legend, they ain't beating Keith. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. Dendada says, will someone pull out of the fight? Keith, man, Keith ain't pulling out of this fight, bro. I think Keith want this fight. He know, I mean, if Keith in a position where he got a legend, an aging legend, that he can, it may not give him the greatest boost on the all-time great list, because given what Manny Pacquiao led in his career, but it keeps Keith's argument alive. Hashtag the final level. It's still a hard argument not to see him as the number one guy at the weight class with a victory over Manny Pacquiao. So, I mean, I don't think Keith pulling out, man. I think Keith sees this as a winnable fight, and I think that's what keeps him, really motivated for this fight, for real. You don't see this type of energy with Earl. You don't see this type of energy with Terrence, but you see it with Manny. They all got this energy with Manny. It's funny. Any of those welterweights would have took this fight. That's why we can say with anybody who criticized Keith about this fight, any of them would have took it. Any last one of them would have took this Manny Pacquiao fight all day. You know what I mean? Wayne Jr. says ponytail power all day. All day. Hey, I'm telling you, he's going to retire this legend, man. Crucifixion coming. Renee Box Young says, I personally think that Pac is overstaying his time in boxing, man. Yeah, Pac trying to, scrap them last little bit of chips on the table, man. I mean, yeah, Pac better. Hopefully he don't overstay his welcome in boxing. And he really run into the wrong end. That's why he stayed away from Earl, man. He knew stylistically it was all wrong for him, Joe. It was all wrong for him. You seen him in that ring? Like, no. He did that dude like the Pops did on Friday. No. He ain't won nothing with no. He would have act like Earl wasn't even in the ring. Oh, look at the people. The people are everywhere. The people. I just want to please the people. It's always about the people. Hey, Pacquiao, do you want to fight Earl Spence Jr.? Well, yeah, we're gonna have the people. It's all about the people. And so I was like, yo, he just totally, the energy in there with Earl is like, hell nah, I ain't fighting him. It's a wrap. No way. You did. So, Pacquiao better not overstay his welcome in boxing, because we love Pac, man. Pac has gave us memorable fights. Pacquiao is a legend, certified, hands down legend. I mean, I salute him for just still fighting. I salute him for fighting these new era fighters. That ain't nothing that most of the people that Pacquiao has beaten in the past are all retired. Pacquiao still in the game, still at a high level, still got some sort of something around his waist. You know what I mean? So he's still on top. You look at the following is still there. So Pac, you got to respect him for that, man. He's a true fighter, he's a true warrior. But right here, and then the crazy part is, if Pacquiao loses this, he still can bounce back. Pacquiao is invincible when it comes to him and his people, in his support. He's invincible. Like, he's still gonna be able to bounce back if he wanted to. If he loses to Keith Thurman, whatever may happen. If Pacquiao want to come back and fight in 6 months after that, he can do it, and he'll still pack the house out, and they'll still love him for it, because he's done so much for his people. So you got to respect Manny Pacquiao, man. Much love to him, but he about to get knocked the fuck out, and there's gonna be a crucifixion. You hear me? Real talk. Smitty Smith, what's up with you, fam? What's up with you? In the house all day. Boxing Comment says, I see Keith stopping Pac, or at least a decision win. Yeah, I do too, man. Word of the day. What's up, fam? If Thurman loses, it will look real bad. If Thurman loses, it will look terrible. You lost not only to a legend, bruh, but it's going to be included in the headlines in big bold letters. You lost to a 40-year-old legend, an aging legend. It's going to be splattered across the headlines. And then all the talk of Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, man, you ain't want to fight. Oh, man, Thurman going to be buried in a heap of bad press. That's going to be terrible for him, Joe. He ain't going to be able to, it's going to be hard to recover. That's why hey, my man is the final level. He going in there, he going to retire this legend. He going to crucify this cat. And then after that, he moving right along. He going to go back to the mountains, in the Hindu mountains, and until the moon and the stars line up just right again, he'll come back out. But that's clearly after Earl Spence Jr. do what he got to do with Showtime Sean Porter. And maybe sometime next year, we'll see how it progresses. But until then, that's going to be the plan. I think so. So It's a lot of money on the table, man. Real talk. Smitty Smith says, yeah, the upsets. Pac-Man beat Thurman's ass, fam. Okay. Yeah, the upsets. Upset is in the air. It's everywhere. You know, everybody tasting that upset air. So, hey, I don't know. Hey, Keith better be on his A game. That's all I know. Because the Jotacito Lopez, though it was only one round, though he won 85% of that fight, at the end of the day, that was one scary ass round. You know what I mean? And I mean, I don't know what kept Keith on his feet, truth be told. I mean, but he something did. Maybe his mind had escaped and like the Golden Child or something, like Ace Ventura mind when he left his body and he went to the little Hindu dude. Like maybe that's what happened with him. His mind escaped. It went back to the mountains. He got a quick teaching from his cave teacher, and then it came back, and then it brought him back, and he managed to outbox Jotacito Lopez for the rest of that fight. That's what happens when you are the philosophical final level. And hopefully Earl Spence Jr. will continue to do what he's doing and meet Keith Thurman on the mountaintop of the welterweight division. And we will determine who is the king of the division. You dig? That's how I feel. Gary Benson says neither one will unify, so it doesn't get us closer to undisputed. Yeah, I hope somebody, hey man, I hope so. I hope so. I mean, in Manny Pacquiao's case, I mean, truth be told, I don't know what Manny would do is unpredictable to say, but I would think Earl would be the only way to go, unless Mikey Garcia. I can see Mikey Garcia and Manny Pacquiao trying to do something. Amir Khan running around talking about him and Pacquiao got something worked out. If y'all believe that, man, y'all tripping. You know, but Amir Khan been saying the name Manny Pacquiao for how many years? Amir Khan is the most lunchbox delusional boxer out there, Joe. Like he is gone. He is gone. You know, he keep talking about like me and Pacquiao got it all taken care of. Like it's all done. It's all done. And then when the time comes, Pacquiao gonna act like he don't even know him. Like, man, this is these two, I can take you back. If I did a vid on this, I can literally take you back to about 2014, where Amir Khan has been saying the same thing since. I mean, oh yeah, me and Pacquiao, we've been working it out. Yeah, it's all good. It's a deal. It's still. Then time come, Pacquiao be sitting back like, well, no, I just still want to stay doing what I do in boxing, and then he ain't even thinking about Amir Khan is a good fighter, but no, I go another route in boxing, and it'll be done. And it's like Amir Khan been kicking and screaming for months, saying Manny Pacquiao, and ain't shit happening, and that's what's going on right now. Amir Khan, whose marbles are loose, you know what I mean? Amir Khan, who is running around here, he's fighting featherweights. Like the man is literally fighting featherweights right now. And he's delusional as hell. He's a lunchbox, but he's a good businessman. And now I don't know what's up with Khan, man. I don't know what's up with Khan, for real. Khan talking about some Manny Pacquiao next. Man, who knows though, truth be told. You know what I mean, if Khan, we always got to wonder about Amir Khan's Saudi Arabian connect. Like, is this connect real? Like, is this fight that we talking about even going to happen? Because the last one that's supposed to went down for Khan over Saudi Arabia ended on some, like, between him and Pacquiao, just fell apart. According to Bob Ram, they ain't got the money. Bob, and clearly he doesn't, he by his Jewish descent, he probably don't get along too good with the Arabs. I'm just saying. But the fact is, Bob was against it. He said it was janky, and it did appear to be janky because there was no investors in the situation. So hopefully for Khan, it works out for him, man. He's going to fight Billy Dibb. It's embarrassing. Khan need to be he's fighting a featherweight, like a 130-pound fighter. What are you supposed to be? It's a showcase fight. It's going to be everybody around to go and see the Amir Khan show. Shit is sad, man. Amir Khan, but he getting bags, man. But then on top of that, I heard he worked out like a side deal where he getting gyms built all around Saudi Arabia. But hey, y'all, man, Khan is a con man. Khan is the con man. I'm telling y'all, Joe. Khan be getting everybody. He just making deals. That's all Khan doing, man. He making deals, man, and he hustling around boxing, man. And at this point in time, as a fighter, from here on out, I don't understand how anybody can take Amir Khan serious. With anybody, I mean, unless Manny Pacquiao was willing to participate in the game, where he trying to get a bag too. Who knows? Manny could be in on the scheme. Like, look, we can get a bag. We can fool these people over here. They got all this money. Look, man, let's make it happen. I mean, maybe they doing something like that. I don't know. But we don't know who Amir Khan over there dealing with. He's supposed to be dealing with the king and the princes and all that. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But other than that, man, we can't, from going forward, you can't take Amir Khan serious no more on a competitive level. You seen what happened in this last fight. You see who we fighting. You fighting a 130-pound fighter. At this point, you can't take Amir Khan serious on a competitive level at all. And if you do, then you don't know shit about boxing. You know what I mean? Jean Dejean, what's up with you? Keith said in the interview he's going after the WBC belt no matter who has it all day. I heard that. I meant to bring that up all day. Ducking no smoke out there, y'all. Earl Spence fans, what it do? Ducking no smoke. See, y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, the day of reckoning is coming. The final level ain't running from nothing. He coming after that WBC. He said that's his old belt, right? That is his old belt. He letting them play with his old belt. You know what I mean? So look, he coming back for the belt. If Earl is who they say he is, this will be the test right here. This is the first door he got to walk through to get to the final level. This is the door that he got to walk through. All you got to do is go in there and destroy Showtime Sean Porter. And then guess what? The final level will start to have to reveal himself. Period. Point blank. Simple and Simon. Shao Kahn. Hashtag, what's my man name? M. Bison. All day. Keith versus Jay Lopez also included Team Robert Garcia in the corner. Big challenge. Yeah, man. And Robert Garcia had him ready to go. You know, put that Marcos Maidana style on him. You know, told him how to try to get in there using that jab and then go to hell once he get close. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he had them gassing him up. And that's one thing about Robert Garcia. That's the, you know, whether you like his training style or not, he be gassing them fighters up, man. That go in that joint and rumble. You know what I'm saying? Only one he can't really get to like that on their own program is Mikey. Mikey on his own program. It's like, Robert, you ain't gonna get me to go in there like these dumbasses and just walk in there and go to and just start swinging all crazy. Nah, Mikey can go in there and box. Lewis Coleman says, Wayne Jr., you've been smoking that weed. Smokey was hitting it Friday because the king of the welterweight division, Thurman, is going to rattle pack. Bring, yeah, all day. And they going, you already know. Oh, he was old, and yeah, you still got to give Pacquiao's credit. Yeah, but he tried. Yeah, but Pacquiao was great. Oh, Keith cheated. He cheated. It's not gonna be a simple assignment straight up and down. Congratulations. It's gonna be a lot of shit talking with it. And it's cool. It's cool. All they gotta know is that Keith got the win. You know what I mean? Keith got the wins over a legend, which basically puts him at the welterweight division having the best wins at welterweight aside from Manny Pacquiao. Say what you want about Earl Spence. But as far as when the rubber hits the road, when the pen hits the paper, Keith Thurman got the better resume, got the better number of wins. That's all I'm saying. Renee Box-Young says, yeah, Amir should just go back and to them weird reality shows he did in the UK and leave boxing alone. Yeah, I agree, man. Man, that's all he doing. He hustling. Amir right now is straight up hustling. You know what I mean? He around boxing, seeing anybody, any way he can get some cash. Any way he can get. He didn't swindle Eddie. He swindled the shit out of Eddie Hearn, man, and the zone. Man, look, man, he got them to get him a 3-fight deal. 2 of them fights were against nobodies. Hey, 2 of them fights were against nobodies, right? And when it was a matchroom deal, right? So 2 of those fights were against nobodies, and 1 was against Crawford, which took place on ESPN. It didn't even take place on the zone. Hey, Khan is a hustler, cuz. I'm trying to tell y'all real shit. Khan is a hustler. Y'all better hear what I'm telling y'all, man. Man, look, man, y'all better get hip, man. Khan hustling boxing. He hustling the hell out. He hustling. I've been talking about it in previous videos, but as we talking about it now, how I come full circle for you to know how he just ganked the shit out of Eddie Hearn. I mean, he didn't even fight Kell Brook. Signed up with Kell Brook's promoter and still didn't fight Kell Brook. And then give you the biggest fight of the 3-fight deal on a rival network. Man, Khan is a straight up hustler, cousin. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all better peep how Khan moving out here, man. He on reality shows, man, out in the woods, eating kangaroo nuts. Man, Khan is making moves. Y'all, I'm trying to, he had video games. I remember doing a video like about a year or two ago. He had a video or a video game called Carnage. I'm like, this thing, Khan is in everything. Khan got schools, he got gyms. Khan does it all, man. And I'm telling y'all, man, Khan is a hustler at the end of the day. And that's why Khan cloud chases so much. I remember there was what convention was that? I don't know if it was a WBC convention or I think that's what it was. And all the fighters were there and Khan was there. And I'm telling you, man, every video that popped up on YouTube, Khan was in it. Like every picture that was taken, every video recorded, whether it was Ellie Setback, whether it was fight hype, whatever it was, no matter what it was, boxing voice, Khan was in it. Khan was running around on everybody's shoulder like, yeah, I want to fight you. Man, Khan was there. And that's Khan, man. Khan is a dude where he hustles. He is a hustler, love him or not. You can't trust nothing he say. You know, you can't believe nothing he say, you know, at the end of the day. And I don't know, at the end of the day, if the numbers get big enough, maybe Khan holding out the Brook fight, just making the right investor or somebody come close and say, look, man, this is how much we're going to pay you for that fight. I wouldn't put it past Khan. Khan is a straight up hustler. You dig what I'm saying? All day. And I'm going to leave it there, man. All day, man. So, I mean, it's interesting, man, all the revelations that happened in boxing today, man. With this Canelo Alvarez thing, I wanted to say, man, I'm blown away by the WBC, man. This is crazy. The WBC franchise champion in Canelo Alvarez, because of his outstanding accomplishments, though he just got off suspension for PEDs, drugging up and suspended, fighting at catch weights, getting judges that don't make sense. No. You know, all right, whatever. Like I said, he's now the WBC middleweight champion, franchise champion, or whatever the fuck. To the next video, Main Man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe to Twitter, Made Man 511, Facebook, Main Man, Made Man Boxing Forum, Instagram, Main Man, Made Man. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Look, man. It's the end of we almost to the weekend. Y'all just keep on grinding out there, keep on shining, keep your head up, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I appreciate having all the fam slide through the night, man. If you didn't hit the like button for me on the way in, do the homie a favor and hit it on the way out for the homie. We just put in work tonight, man. It's been a hell of a productive day. The next episode of We Talking Boxing coming up Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back. And yeah, man, as we get closer to this Thurman and Pacquiao fight, man, we're going to put it on some more, man. But Freddie Roach, Pac fans, Pac Nation, y'all better keep your eyes on Freddie Roach. Remember, Pacquiao left Freddie Roach for a reason. Freddie Roach doubted Pacquiao. Once he seen the potential come back, he come back. After the Jeff Horn fight, he was washing his hands with Manny. Now he's out here giving him bad advice. Now all of a sudden, you know, he pushing Boo Boy out the way again. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. To the next video, hit that like button for me, man. Yeah, Brayon Thompson says I'm gonna email you all day. Okay, email. Yeah, I'm my email should be on the channel. You know what I'm saying? If not, mademan511@gmail.com. Mademan511@gmail.com. All right, all day. I'll put it in the comment section of this video. All right, all day. To the next one, man. Hit the like button for me. Peace out.